SmackDown Live has come to an end, folks. Welcome to my SmackDown Live review. I'm sorry for this late review, but I am here to give you everything you need to know about SmackDown. Now, I'm not liking how people are being very negative on SmackDown. Like, I've heard JD be so critical and hateful towards the show. I've heard, King Schmidt, he said that he hasn't felt much about SmackDown. I understand and I respect that. But to me, seeing big matches SmackDown is a good thing. Sure, if they're pay-per-view matches, but if you want to see some decent competition, you think that would be the good thing to do. But I'm not liking the hate. I'm not liking the hate. That's all I'm going to say right now. I'm not liking the hate for SmackDown. I'm not liking the hate at all. If you don't like the program, you don't like the show, then there's no need to tune in and watch it. But real fans say, oh, I'm not going to watch wrestling anymore. I'm not going to watch wrestling anymore. But you still do anyway. When Roman Reigns retired Undertaker, everyone's like, I'm not tuning in to Monday Night Raw. I hate WWE. And what do? They sit down, pull up their controllers, click on the Monday Night Raw, and they watch it. I'm sick and tired of people bitching, and they say they don't want to watch it anymore, and they still do. And they still do. You either go by your word. You either go by your word and you say you're not going to watch it anymore and do it. You either do it or you shut your mouth. And in my opinion, for people who want to say I'm not watching wrestling anymore and come back on and turn on their TV, I'd say shut your mouth. And for the people who are being hateful to the brands, I say shut your mouth. Now, because I am sick of it. I am sick of the hate. Sure, not everyone is going to be, I understand everyone's not going to be happy about the show. I understand that. People suck up to NXT. And I hate that. I hate the sucking up to NXT. People suck up to NXT, thinking that is the greatest thing of all time. When I watch NXT, I see great matches. Don't get me wrong, I see great matches. But I feel predictability out of those matches. I do. I feel like it's predictable, it's lame how the same people are always competing for the title. It's like Monday Night Raw. Like NXT likes to book the same people every single time and give them opportunities. I mean, here I thought NXT was a place where new people were going to rise up to the occasion. But no, it's more like Asuka dominates everybody in NXT. Oh, who's going to stop her? Bobby Roode arriving from TNA, immediately rising up, getting an NXT title match. Shinsuke Nakamura arriving from New Japan, straight into the title picture. Joe arriving from TNA, straight into the title picture. Whatever happened to building people up to title matches? Now, I know some people are going to say, they did build them up. Yeah, they did build them up, but look at Asuka. There are plenty of people for her to lose to. Ruby Riott could have beaten her. Nikki Cross could have beaten her. Ember Moon could have beaten her. Julian Payton could have beaten her. But they want to build her up as this unstoppable monster who can't be beaten. Even the one woman that should have beaten her. Even though I haven't shown much, I haven't even been too much strong about her. Ember Moon, There was the one person that you could have easily had beat Asuka. But no, they have Asuka beat her at TakeOver Orlando. That means she's physically beaten everybody on NXT. Not counting Sonya Deville, because she's just started. And Mandy Rose, we never see Mandy Rose anyway. We never see Mandy Rose, so Mandy Rose would probably get crushed in about 10 seconds if she was in the ring with Asuka. But this is not about NXT. I am just sick and tired of listening to people bitch and moan about Monday Night Raw, bitch and moan about SmackDown. If you're just gonna constantly bitch and whine and complain, then what's the point of even watching? Oh no, it's the true Smart Mark fans. It's all the Smart Marks out there. The Smart Mark fans. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. You gotta do this. No, that's not the right thing to do. Are you kidding me? I mean, I listened to JD from NY, and I rarely listen to him. I'm not a big fan of his, by the way. I'm not a big fan of his. He's rejecting a Shinsuke Nakamura versus an AJ Styles match? He's rejecting it for SummerSlam. That is a SummerSlam worthy match. Are you kidding me? He's rejecting it? He prefers it being at WrestleMania. He prefers AJ Styles and Nakamura don't know who each other are until WrestleMania, until AJ Styles gets his hands on the WWE Championship. Are you kidding me? So you want Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles to be visible from each other for about 6 to 9, maybe 10 months, and then meet each other at like WrestleMania? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You are rejecting a SummerSlam 5-star match between AJ Styles and Nakamura. And you wanted to see them fight each other. Oh, but you want it at WrestleMania. You want it for the WWE Championship. You want Nakamura to be the WWE Champion. What's wrong with him being the United States Champion? What's wrong with him winning the United States Championship? What, have you got something against a Japanese wrestler winning the United States Championship? I mean, you got friggin' Rusev from Bulgaria. He won the United States Championship. You got Kevin Owens from Canada. He won the United States Championship. So what's the problem with Nakamura winning the United States title? Oh, he's WWE Championship material. He's WWE Championship material, right? Who cares? As long as he has a damn title, that's all that matters. As long as he wins a title, you can at least be proud. He's got a title. He'll have a title. He will be WWE Champion. But maybe it's just not his time yet. As you say, it's not his time. I agree with a certain degree on a few things. Luke Harper, Ty Dillinger. Sorry about that. A freaking ad just decided to pop up. Ty Dillinger, Luke Harper should be competing for the United States Championship. No doubt about it. But Randy Orton? Randy Orton. I heard him say Randy Orton should be competing for the United States Championship. Why? Why? Because you want him out of the WWE title picture? You want him out of the WWE title picture? Or because you're sick of the fact that he's competing for the WWE Championship? Give me a break. Give me a break. This is why I'm not a big fan of JD. I'm not a big fan of his. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of his. I hate how he mocks wrestlers. I hate how he mocks everyone. He mocks certain wrestlers. He mocks them, makes fun of them, how they get booked, and it's not funny. It's not funny. It's just not funny at all, in my opinion. And it's just ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry for ranting. Let's get on with SmackDown. Jinder Mahal brought the Punjabi prison. SmackDown. Negativity number 1 for Mr. JD from NY. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares if we see the Punjabi prison? Who cares? Now, I don't like bringing up names in my reviews. I don't. I don't like bringing up people's names in my reviews because then maybe if fans of these certain people are listening to my review, they'll say, oh, this guy called you out. This guy called you out. This guy was mentioning your name on his channel. So, I don't like mentioning names, okay? But I had to bring this up. Who cares if we see the Punjabi prison on SmackDown? I liked it, seeing the Punjabi prison. Yeah, this is the third Punjabi prison ever, but it's just to show the newer people. It's to show the new people who have never seen a Punjabi prison. It's for newbies who have never seen one. For all the little kids and the casual people who don't know what a Punjabi prison is. They'd be wondering, what's a Punjabi prison? Oh, that's a Punjabi prison. For people who have seen the Punjabi prison and know what the Punjabi prison is, yeah, sure, you're not going to like it because you've already seen it before. Who cares? And apparently they say, oh, they're repetitive. They say the same thing over and over again. What do they say over and over again? The only thing I know that Jinder Mahal says over and over again is, I want to speak to my people in my language. That's all I know he keeps saying over and over again. But whenever I listen to Jinder Mahal talk, it's just blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Now I want to speak to my people. Blah 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 blah. That's all I hear from Jinder Mahal. Just constant blah 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 blah. That's all I hear from Jinder. Well, Randy, my main man Randy, wants to become a 14-time WWE champion. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Randy Orton should be winning the WWE Championship. You want new blood? You want new blood? Have Baron Corbin cash it in on Randy Orton after he wins. When he wins the Punjabi prison, you have Baron Corbin come out, cash in the case. Cash in the case on Randy. You can pin him on the outside. Cash is in the case. There you go. Your new WWE Champion. There you go. You want new blood? There you go. Randy Orton can lose the title as soon as he wins it in the Punjabi prison. But then everyone's going to say, but then this will lead to Randy Orton versus Baron Corbin at SummerSlam. Yeah, so you can have Baron Corbin go over Randy Orton at SummerSlam. Seriously. I'm sick and tired of people wanting John Cena to be the WWE Champion. I'm hearing people who hate John Cena want to see John Cena compete for the WWE Championship. Why? Hasn't this guy done enough? Hasn't John Cena been champion enough? Yeah, you people are going to say the same thing about Randy. What about Randy? What about Randy? He's been champion enough. Yeah, but the problem is Randy Orton hasn't been WWE Champion in 4 years. His last WWE title run before he kicked Bray Wyatt's ass was the fact that his last title run was in 2014 when he had the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, when he had the WWE Championship on one shoulder and the World Heavyweight Championship on the other shoulder. That was the last time he was ever WWE Champion. When he lost it at WrestleMania. When he never lost. He never got pinned. Randy Orton never got pinned at WrestleMania 30. And he hasn't been champion since then. But when John Cena struts along, he can get a title shot whatever he wants to. He's allowed to get anything. Give me a break. Randy Orton deserves to be in the WWE title picture more than John Cena. I am sick and tired of people wanting John Cena. John Cena, at this point in time, needs to stay away from the championship. He needs to stay away. I'm tired of it. I'm absolutely tired of it. Randy Orton promises to kick Jinder Mahal's ass inside the Punjabi prison, which I hope he does. And then from there, Randy Orton says that he will become WWE Champion and that be nothing that Jinder Mahal can do about it. If they have Jinder Mahal be WWE Champion up to SummerSlam, I swear I'm gonna puke. Jinder Mahal as WWE Champion is a failure. He sucks! Jinder Mahal sucks! That's all Jinder Mahal is. He's a jobber. That is all he's good for. Being a jobber. They wanted to give this guy a run. They let him have a run for 3 months. For 3 months, he's had a run. And what do they do with him? They book him as a cheater. Oh, he needs to have the Singh brothers help him in every single freaking match he's in. He only won 1 match clean as the WWE Championship, and that was against Ty Dillinger. Go figure. It was against Ty Dillinger, an NXT guy. Go freaking figure. That's the thing that you people need to get through your heads. Jinder Mahal has been cheating ever since he came to SmackDown. He's only had 1 loss. 1 loss since arriving on SmackDown. That was to Mojo Rawley. He lost to Mojo Rawley, and ever since then, he's been winning every single match he's been in. And that's because he had help. He's only won one match clean, and that was against Ty Dillinger last week. So who's the poor excuse? Jinder Mahal is. He's the worst champion ever. He's always having help to win. People always say, oh, it's a classic heel thing. It's a classic heel. They gotta have help. Yeah, it's a classic heel thing, but if you're gonna do it every single week, every single SmackDown, every single pay-per-view, you're gonna do it over and over again. People complain, and I hate The Miz. I hate The Miz. People complain about Maurice and The Miz entourage interfering with The Miz's matches every single week. What about Jinder Mahal? The Singh brothers interfere in all of his matches. Why aren't you complaining about that? You more complain about The Miz and Maurice. You know, Miz and Maurice and the Miz entourage always interfering in his matches. What about Jinder Mahal? He's had help every single match he's been in. If he didn't have those Singh brothers, he would not be WWE Champion. And people say Bray Wyatt should never have left Raw, should have gotten drafted to Raw, he should still be the WWE Championship. Go stuff yourself. I don't care. Bray Wyatt didn't deserve to be WWE Champion. The only reason why he was WWE Champion is so that Randy Orton can kick his ass at WrestleMania. I don't get it. And I don't mean to be angry. This could be the longest video I've ever made. Based beyond me ranting at this point. But I'm sorry. This is not a review. This is more like me ranting. I apologize. I'm going to get back on track here. Jimmy Uso versus Kofi Kingston in a one-on-one match. Yay. A one-on-one match. Just what we needed for the tag team division. That's just what we need. And if what people say is true, that there's going to be a tag team tournament, like with the women, then why are you complaining about tag teams breaking up? If this Mae Young Classic is going to equal share Raw and SmackDown and NXT, I'd be happy. I wouldn't mind seeing a Candice LeRae on SmackDown. I wouldn't mind seeing a Santana Garrett on SmackDown. I wouldn't mind seeing, what's her name? What's her name? The Japanese girl. Maybe on a Monday Night Raw or a SmackDown. I wouldn't mind that. Or if you want to, you can put some of those girls in NXT. And you can bring up some of the girls who are in NXT to the main roster. Like, I don't know, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce. Put them on SmackDown. Mandy Rose, put her on SmackDown. You can put Liv Morgan on Raw. You can move Carmella over to Raw. Then it gives you more good reasons to have an Enzo Amore and Big Cass feud. You can bring Ruby Riott up. Nikki Cross. Sanity, they can come up. I mean, seriously, the Authors of Pain, even they could come up. I mean, if you got all these tag team and women tournaments coming in, then why are you complaining about the fact that tag teams are breaking up? Women's divisions are stale. If these tournaments are here to help the division, then why are you bitching about it? If they're not there to help the division, then yes, you have all the rights to be angry. I think these tournaments are helping the divisions. Sure, the Cruiserweight Classic hasn't worked out all that well. Sure, the whole Cruiserweight thing hasn't worked out too well. That's all because they're under the eyes of Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And people are saying that Ryan Ward is the script writer for Ryan Ward is now on Monday Night Raw. Please. I looked up on Wikipedia and it says that he's still part of SmackDown. The lead writer of SmackDown. For people who think they're idiots, why don't you just go on Google, type up the WWE roster, and type in Wiki, then you will find everything. The Wikipedia tells you everything. Wikipedia does not lie. Seriously, why is people so stupid? Why is people so stupid? I'm not stupid. I use Wikipedia all the time to see what's going on WWE. So, just to keep track of the rosters and how everything is going, I use Wikipedia to check up on the rosters, see how everything's going, what's going on, why people haven't been on TV. That's what I use Wikipedia for. Why don't you stop being a bitch and stop being crybabies and use Wikipedia? That will help you with everything. But no, you'd rather rely on sources than things that you read. Anyway, I've got to move on here. Jimmy Uso beat Kofi Kingston, and Kofi Kingston went for a crossbody, and what's his name? Jimmy Uso rolled through. Shane McMahon had a little segment with the women. Now, I don't want to constantly turn this into another rant video, but I'm sick and tired of people. They still call Charlotte a robot. Robo Charlotte, huh? You still can't get over that? You still want to keep going with that joke? Seriously, the jokes are over. Again, this is directly to what I was saying early on with a certain person. All he does is bitch and moan. He likes to attack wrestlers. He likes to insult wrestlers. I don't find insults too funny, especially if you're constantly attacking them over and over again. Charlotte's not a robot. She doesn't have buttons clipped to her, and she's not made out of metal. She's not made out of metal. If she was made out of metal, everyone would not want to punch her because she's metal. What happens when you punch metal? Your hand hurts. Charlotte is not made of metal. She's a human being. Sick and tired of this Robo Charlotte bullshit. She's not a robot. She doesn't sound like a robot. She sounds normal. Charlotte to me on SmackDown is normal. She's changed since being on SmackDown. But you people want to keep saying Robot Charlotte. You want to keep doing the same old shit. But no, you just don't want to admit the truth. You just don't want to admit the new things. And believe me, I used to hate Charlotte. I used to hate Charlotte when she was on Raw. On Raw, she was definitely a robot. But on SmackDown, she's not. She's definitely changed since being on SmackDown. And I'm more into Charlotte now than I've ever been into Charlotte. I'm over it, seriously. Charlotte wanted to fight Lana. Talia wanted to fight Lana. Then Becky wanted to fight Lana. Tamina comes in and says, "Oh, no one's fighting Lana." And then they request Becky and Charlotte to have a match. And this is another thing that friggin' all these little smart marks want to bitch about. Oh, you're giving away a pay-per-view match for free. What about the Attitude Era? The Attitude Era, didn't they give away Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock on TV? I'm pretty sure I've seen Stone Cold and The Rock fight each other on TV. I'm sure Triple H has versed The Rock on TV, as well as Stone Cold Steve Austin on TV. So why are you bitching about that? So why? Oh, it was the Attitude Era. Back then it made sense. Yeah, it made sense back then, but it doesn't make sense now, huh? You got a good match out of it. Becky and Charlotte was a pretty good match, even though I didn't like the outcome. I didn't like the result, but it was a good match. Constant bitching. That's all I've got to say. Mike Bennett, or Mike Kanellis, sorry, his name's Mike Kanellis, not Mike Bennett, came out with the power of love with Maria. Now, I'm not going to lie, Maria did look, she was okay. She looked decent. She looked decent. Here I thought, her prettiness kind of got the better of her when I first saw her. But I'm guessing she was okay. I'll give her an okay. And throughout this match, Sami Zayn was dominating throughout the entire match. And then Mike Bennett pulls out 2 moves just to beat Sami Zayn. When the guy was physically being dominated throughout the whole match, you have Maria come in, protecting Mike Kanellis, and the stupid skirts she has on. Sami Zayn got distracted, and this caused Mike Bennett to do a Michinoku driver on Sami Zayn and pin him 1, 2, 3. Yeah, go figure. Go figure. People want to say that Sami Zayn will definitely be a lot better on SmackDown. I would agree with you to a certain degree, only if he wasn't losing to, as long as he wasn't losing to people who he should be beating, especially if he's dominating throughout the whole thing. Chad Gable, he spoke about the whole Jason Jordan thing. He said that he wants SmackDown to remember remember Chad Gable, and to remember Chad Gable, and he wants to show SmackDown what Chad Gable is about all by himself. So hopefully this does lead to a Chad Gable push, and I actually want to see more Chad Gable. I think those 2 matches that he had by himself with AJ Styles and Kevin Owens were pretty good. So I want to see Chad Gable a lot more by himself. John Cena came out, did his little talk thing, rah, 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 about the United States, blah, 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 all that shit. And Rusev attacks him, puts him in the accolade, and then leaves. Woohoo. Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. This was a pretty good match in my opinion. I thought this was a good match. I thought it was possibly the one good thing out of the whole show. But like I said, I wasn't impressed with the outcome. I don't hate Becky Lynch, but I want to say I just don't think Becky winning was the right thing. I just don't think Becky winning was a good decision, in my opinion. But of course, my opinion doesn't matter now, does it? Not to the Smart Mark fans. Oh, what the Smart Mark fans say, what Smart Mark fans says, it goes. Right? When it comes to Smart Marks, whatever other fans want to say, it gets pushed back and the Smart Marks say, nope. What you say does not matter. What we want is what we want. Piss off. I don't give a shit what you Smart Marks want. I want what I want. This match was good. Okay? This match was good. I just didn't like the outcome. I just didn't like the fact that they had to have Charlotte look weak for a second straight week. I mean, everyone was complaining that Becky Lynch always looked weak. And then when they finally make her look strong, everyone's happy. But when Charlotte looks weak 2 weeks in a row, that would hurt Charlotte fans. That would hurt fans of Charlotte. Why is she looking weak 2 weeks in a row? Charlotte's been looking weak for quite a while now. Ever since they've turned her face. And I love the idea of turning Charlotte face. I thought it was the best thing they could do for her. turning Becky Lynch heel would definitely be an idea. This video is almost gone for 30 minutes. My longest video ever. Go figure. And the main event was Kevin Owens, Baron Corbin versus AJ Styles and Nakamura. Another thing people were complaining about. AJ Styles and Nakamura teaming together. Are you kidding me? Don't you know if they were a tag team? Don't you know if they actually were a tag team, they would kill the tag team division? Yeah, if they were a tag team. I'm just saying, if they were a tag team. I am honestly sick of the people that bitch and complain about everything. It's just not good. It's just not good for me. Listening to people who bitch, whine, complain, and moan and cry about things all the time, it just really gets on my nerves. It does. It gets on my nerves. It drives me the wrong way. And honestly, I don't want to hate. I don't. I don't want to hate. I want to respect people's opinions. I do. I do. I want to respect people's opinions. But just listening to people bitch and complain about everything they see, it just gets ridiculous. It just gets repetitive. If you don't like something, fine. But you don't have to find something else to complain about and something else to complain about. I mean, why are you complaining about an AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for SummerSlam? Oh, it's for the United States title. Does it really matter? Does it really matter? If it's for the United States Championship, you can... It could be the best match at SummerSlam. It could be the best match at SummerSlam. Sure, people said, oh, AJ Styles can versus Randy Orton for the United States title. I don't want to see Randy Orton fight for the United States title. Even though it's a title he's never won, I wouldn't mind it if he did win that title. But he's just not United States material. Sure, it'd be something new. But you said Ty Dillinger and Luke Harper. You people wanted that. So if Randy Orton holds the United States title, what chance does Ty Dillinger and Luke Harper have? Or in Aiden English. No one really cares about Aiden English. But anyway, Baron Corbin and AJ Styles. Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens got the win. Pop-up powerbomb to AJ Styles in the middle of the ring. Nakamura was not pinned. He was laid out on the outside. And, well, this is my SmackDown Live review. It's more like me ranting about things I should not be ranting about. I should not be listening to people constantly bitch and complain. It's not me. It's not me to bitch about things. I want to sit down and I want to watch my Raws and I want to watch my SmackDowns viewing my point of view on what I have to say. Not what anybody else has to say. Not the fact that I have to listen to other people trash and bash wrestlers all because they don't like them and how they get booked. I mean, it's just repetitive, it's old, it's stupid. Just accept it. But of course, that's hard for fans these days. They don't want to accept anything. Anyway, I'm not going to continue on any longer. Anyway, guys, that has been my SmackDown Live rant and review. My review and rant about smart marks being total assholes. Hope you all enjoyed this video. It's going to be a big upload. This video is gone for about 34 minutes. Sorry about the ranting. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you all when I do my Battleground preview and predictions. But also, about Battleground, I might be able to watch it, but I might not be able to watch it. It all depends on what's going to happen with Battleground. If I can get the time to watch it, I will watch it and I will review it. So in the meantime, guys, just be patient. If I do Battleground, if I do review Battleground, then you're going to get another pay-per-view. So anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this review. And please, if you don't like what I have to say about the Smart Mark fans, then I'm not going to say the typical words, go stuff yourself or anything like that. I'm just going to say, fine, you can believe what you want to believe. But until then, guys, thank you for watching. And I will see you guys when I do my Battleground preview and predictions. And hopefully I can do Battleground as a pay-per-view as a whole. Anyway, guys, see you guys next time.